Attention, attention, attention. This is the Townip B of the day. I am your net controller. Team number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign phonetically. Reminder to all that the debt is being recorded for training purposes. You may begin.
Tanya, number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha is on listen mode.
Teammate number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, participation mode.
Teammate number 4, Lima Echo India.
Okay, we got a few here. I will still call her and wait. If she don't respond, then I will consider she's just listening. Okay. So anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Come on in.
Teammate number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Teammate number 2, Delta November Golf.
Okay, I got Ding and Sheng. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. One last call before the actual time begins. One last call. And let's begin. Okay. Little recap from this morning. So we are talking about the celestial medic, some full knowledge, and yeah. So I got a story to tell from my experience last night. So repeating the story here. So last night during dinner time, Kim Sa-tuan prepared a very light dinner, like much smaller portion than usual. But I wasn't really hungry, so I thought it was okay. We just eat it, and it should be fine. And then during the time to tank, I remember it was about 10:45. I am going to bed, and she says she's hungry. Usually, she's not hungry until later. So she says she's hungry. But I feel okay. Like I was like, yeah, I can sleep. It's okay, maybe I'll just sleep. So I went to sleep. And according to her, I fell asleep right away, like really quickly. But before I do so, I actually checked my own pulse. And I thought to myself, what will happen? So I tested my right hand, the kidney negative, which is going back to pre-heaven. And that thing was so empty. So I was like, wow. To go back up. Let's see what happened. So I slept really fast, get into sleep, right? And guess what? Next is I realized I woke up. I was like, wow, what happened? And I look at the watch. It was 12:40 something. So I only tanked like, 1-ish, 2-ish hours. And I got up. I was so hungry. I have to eat. So I went to eat a snack. It was not a lot, but at least like, oh yeah, it's not really killing me anymore. So I decided to go back to sleep instead of like go full on meal, right? Okay, so I went to sleep and I woke up again. I look at the clock. It was 4:45 or something, almost 5 o'clock. I was like, oh no, why can't I just sleep a little bit more? So I decided to just get up and start my day. So I started early. It doesn't feel good, like not energized. So that really tells me, in the norm out there, people are like, yeah, you should eat more in the day, and then at night you eat a light dinner, maybe even better if you sleep like with some hunger, so it burns your fat, it's going to be good. Bullshit. After I tried this, I'm like, no, my kidney. If you're like not giving yourself that fuel to go back to pre-heaven, you starve, right? It's just as bad as I say before. You don't eat breakfast, you're gonna suffer. But now it's like you don't eat dinner, or you starve your dinner, like eating so little, and you think it's healthy because most people say so, right? Like, oh, you don't want to get fat. Oh yeah, just eat less. Yeah, you eat less. At the same time, you're not getting that fuel. Your rocket cannot go up, right? Like, imagine your luck is gonna be really crappy. So your whole life, the luck is so broken because you don't eat properly, and kind of like put the fuel into your rocket. You can't go up to pre-heaven. So that really is a life lesson with the pulse reading. So yeah, I'm not doing that again. Crazy. Let's see if I want to chime in. Team net number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Team net number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Yes, John, I've actually heard that before. A lot of these doctors, TikTok doctors, and YouTube doctors, who are supposed to be practicing in the hospital, had time to make videos and talk all kind of bullshit about, oh yeah, you should eat less before you go to bed because you'll be putting your stomach under a lot of strain, and you'd have to work to digest the food and it's not moving, and your body's supposed to be really resting and detoxing while you're sleeping, so you shouldn't be eating a lot, or blah blah blah, and you shouldn't eat at a particular time, all this sort of bullshit. And it's just really it's really fortunate for us that we don't have to pay attention to that crap, because we actually know the truth. And I was actually going through the videos and I watched the diagram with the post heaven. So the left hand goes up to pre-heaven, the right hand goes down to post heaven, from what I'm seeing. And you also showed about how the heart or the small intestines. The left hand will have the heart, the liver, the bladder, and the spleen, the lung. I'm assuming that these would be the celestial organs or the actual organs. And when you're squeezing the wrist, depending on how gently and which finger you're using or which wrist, are you measuring how much pre-heaven you have, or essence you have going in or coming out? I haven't reached this section in the book just yet, but I should reach it by today. Back to you, team at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
You got the pre and post heaven mixed up. You measure the left hand. That is what the pre-heaven came into the post-heaven, right? So it goes like kidney, the positive. So it goes like positive is going out to here, right? So it came. So from the Yunsan, like the goes altar and down, right? That's the kidney young. So you have the kidney, the liver, the heart that's coming down to you. Your heart do things, manifest, and then it goes to the right hand. The right hand is the spleen, the lung, and then go back to kidney and go up. Okay? So all these, we do not talk about the physical organ. So yeah, there's no way that you will be reading the pulse and that is equals the physical organ. No, it's not related, okay? Not even in TCM. But as I have said, if you read the pulse, it says your kidney is weak. right? You go to a doctor, hospital, and do a scan. They will say your kidney is normal because the problem has not manifest yet. But if you keep doing the same thing, not fixing it, and eventually it will show up as a physical kidney failure, and that's already too late. Okay, so yeah, you will feel things in your body because of these so-called celestial organ, like you eat watermelon while you're not supposed to, right? And then your stomach, your spleen is going to have sore because the chi is stuck. You feel it. Like these are not like, you do something and then you have to wait a few years to have it manifest. No, it's almost like instant, right? Like you eat the wrong thing, immediately that part is not feeling good. But if you cut open the person, that part's fine. It looks like normal, right? Like the doctor might even tell you, oh, we cut you open and, the food is not even to that part yet. It's still like, around here. You're not supposed to feel it in the stomach area, So yeah, it's weird. Like the Western medicine physical kind of a thing is not what we're looking at. But if you don't care about the chi, eventually the physical organ will fail too. Okay, so they are related in a way. Like if you see the heart have issue, eventually your real heart, like the physical heart, will have issue as well. But it takes time to manifest to there physically, so they cannot see it that fast. But you can feel it very fast. Like I say the heart have issue, immediately your heart will clog and then you feel stuck, right? Like it's immediate. Okay, let's move on. Tier number 4, Lima Echo India.
Tingent number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, John. It kind of reminds me the time when you said that story. I made kanji, but I didn't do it right. It was like just water. So it's like I'm constantly hungry because it's like it's just water. It ain't nothing else in it, like rice, but it's like really thin rice. And yeah, and then I experienced it like the same thing the next day. Like, dang, I just like so tired. Like 12, 1 p.m., 1 a.m. in the morning, like I'm tired again. So I scoop up more kanji, but then I'm hungry again in like a couple of minutes. It just went down. I just pissed it all out. Yeah, and yeah, that day was like terrible. Yeah, Tingent number 4, Lima Echo India.
I kind of remember that. Yeah, eating is a big thing, you can't ignore and skip eating. Like I said, the chi issue is immediate. So if you do the pulse reading and you're seeing an issue, right? That's not your organ physically. That's the chi that you're doing, like you're reading, right? So like I said, with the pulse reading, if your mindset of like what I am trying to read is different, then the result can be different because of what you're trying to read. Like if you cut open the person, right, it's still like the same blood vessel, right? It's just a tube that have blood coming through it, right? So how can that tube, like different location, equals to different organs in the Western medic? It doesn't make sense. There's no sense about it. Like you can't really make a sense out of it. But what you're doing is you're actually using that channel as a way to reach the heart god. And so when you're having the intention of reading something and it matches the pattern, the heart god gives you the feedback. And so your pulse can change as you are trying to grab that pulse pattern. So if you're like a modern doctor and you believe that the right hand is equals to this pattern, not like ours, right? Then yeah, the pulse you read will be equals to what they are trying to see. But if you run our system, then the pulse will react a little bit differently, right? So yeah, it's very cool. Tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Scenario number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. I've been listening, but at the same time, I'm just about to post my blog post. So I've just been getting ChatGPT to give me some tags to put on it and stuff. So I'm not really in a good place to be saying too much right now, but I'll get back to you in the next round. Hopefully I'll have posted by then. Scenario number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Okay, tier number 2, Delta November Golf.
Tier number 2, Delta November Golf. Tier number 2, Delta November Golf. Jayan Gijang and greeting everyone on the net. Yeah, just kind of take a look the hand reading here. It's in the chart like the left hand is receiving, the right hand is like giving out. I kind of like confusing about the dot. They have a small intestine and then like a heart, gallbladder, liver, kidney. Young is a bladder, right? So is that like talking about like that organ connected to the chi, the heart chi like that, or the liver chi or bladder? Kind of like confusing on that one, children. So yeah, back to you then, control team number 2, Delta November Golf.
Like I said before, we don't talk about physical organs. Whatever you're reading on the post is all about that organ that we talk about, right? But if you don't fix that problem, then it will manifest to the physical organ later. So there are 6 locations, and you can see from my diagram, the 6 location, when you put your finger on the surface, you're reading the outside organ, okay? And then when you press hard, you're reading the inside organ. So the inside organ is like the heart, the liver, right? There's kidney. So the outside is like the intestine, the gallbladder, the bladder, that kind of thing, right? So, and they relate, okay? So you can kind of think of it this way. The inside organ is the boss, and it has money. It has like a fast or slow of outputting the money, the resource. The outside organ is the employee, worker. They're supposed to take the work, so they have like a lot or little workload, and they are doing it fast or slow. Okay, so kind of like that. So anyway, today I actually remembered that I have to talk about the 5 elements. So let's see if I want to check in. Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Okay, so we will begin with the 5 elements, and let's talk about this thing. It applies to a lot of things actually. 5 element, not just for medical system, but also for many other things. So the 5 element, we always memorize it by the order that they give birth to. So it's gold first, always gold, okay? Gold, water, wood, fire, earth. Okay. Now you need to know the killing cycle, right? So anything that kills you, it's going to create a kind of chi, and anything that gives birth to you will have one kind of chi. There are actually 5 types of chi that can be created. So depending on what mix into the subject, okay? So imagine you are the subject, okay? So anything that gives birth to you, like if you're fire, right? So wood gives birth to fire. So if I put wood into you, you're going to have what we call the birth chi. So it's going to prosper. It's going to have more. It's going to get bigger. It's going to grow, right? Now, if I put something that will kill you, then we're having this thing called Sat He, which is killing chi. Okay, so it kills the chi. And what kills fire is water, right? So if I put water on you, it creates a killing chi. It kills you. If I kill what helps you, okay, so what helps you? Wood helps you, right? If I kill your wood using gold, gold kills the wood, right? That's called the weakening chi. You're weakening because you take away the helpers, right? So that's a weakening chi. If I give something like the same as you, like you're fire, I give you more fire, right? Or like you're a cat, I give you more cat, okay? That's called Wong Hei. Wong is like boosted, okay? Very boosted. And the last one is whatever you give birth to, if I add that to you, it's going to create what we call the death chi, because it's promoting you to go to your end, right? So, for example, your fire, okay? So fire give birth to earth. So if I put more earth on you, I'm promoting you to go to like the death path, to ending, right? So it creates the death chi, and it leads you to the end. So the 5 types of chi here, right? We have Sung Hei, birth chi, Sat Hei, killing chi, Tui Hei, weakening chi, Wong Hei, boosted chi, and Sei Hei, which is death chi, right? These 5 types of chi, they will affect your feng shui, your medical things, right? Like health, or even magic, anything. Even in life, you're socialing with other people, you can use this wisdom to deal with them as well. Anyway, so let's move on. Teen Yat number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. I was able to follow what you said, Sajan, but I'm still a bit perplexed about it. So I know water kills fire, coal kills wood, and wood increases fire, and fire increases earth. But what I'm having trouble understanding is, one, I need to get like a list to know which one kills which one and which one amplifies. Maybe that'll make it easy for me. And 2, what are the practical applications? So like, let's say if somebody right now, if I do like the palm, walk the palm to get the element of someone, and it land on let's say water. Right now they're water, and I want to boost them to get them to do something. What do I actually have to do to get them? How do I add fire, and how do I walk them down the path to get fire? Or even the opposite, if they're fire and I want to kill it, I'll have to give them water to kill their fire. How would I do that? I know it would depend on the circumstance and what's going on, but a general example would help me get it into my head. I suppose that is the best way I could explain it. But it's I'm following it from a theoretical standpoint, but practical how to apply it, I'm still agree on it. Back to you, Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Oh wait, sorry. Before I leave, even if I did for like my chi to figure out what's going on with my chi, like my element, and I realize, oh, I have too much fire, like I said in the earlier net. I feel feeling where they probably have too much water, a nice kidney, and you probably need to add something to decrease it. How would I do that? Besides just not doing anything that's actually doing it. Back to you.
Okay, so many things. One thing at a time, okay? Do you have something to write with? Are you taking notes? Back to you.
Yes, Adrian. Always taking notes. Back to you.
Okay. Let's write this. Give birth, the birth cycle. Okay. Gold, give birth to water. Water, give birth to wood. Wood, give birth to fire. Fire, give birth to earth. Okay. Next, let me see if you get it all, right? Do you get it all?
Yes, John, got it all.
Okay, we start from the next one, the killing cycle. Okay, the killing. So, killing cycle is always starting from gold. Remember that. Gold kills the wood, and you can kind of write a little text to remind yourself below. So the axe chop into the wood and break the tree, right? They chop the tree, kind of like that. Gold kills the wood. Okay. Wood kills the earth. So you can quote a little hint. It's like the tree roots. They squeeze and push away the soil, right? Okay. So next is the wood. Wood kills. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Okay, so we have the gold kills the wood. Hey, the wood kills the soil. The soil kills the water. Okay, so imagine you have a lot of water. You throw soil at it, it absorbs the water, right? It kills it. So kills the water, and water kills the fire. Very obvious. And fire kills the gold again. Okay, so that's the cycle of the killing. Do you copy?
Got it, John, got it.
Okay, now you will write a list. Okay, so you are the subject. Okay, so I am the subject, right? You're right. I am the subject. So anything that helps me, okay, anything that helps me is going to have the birth chi, which means it give birth to me. All right. Anything that counters me is going to give birth to the killing chi. Okay, the killing chi, right? It kind of go against me, right? So killing chi. Anything that kills my helper is going to have weakened chi. Okay, it creates weakened chi, weakening chi. Okay, the same thing as me added to me is going to give a boost chi. Right, and whatever I give birth to, and you add that in, it's going to create death chi because it lead me to the end. Do you copy?
No, Sergeant, that was a little unsure. Could you say that one more time? From I am the subject going forward. They said that whatever I am and I add more to that, I'm boosting. But whatever I am adding to is amplifying, and whatever I'm taking away is killing. Back to you.
The last one, okay, the last one is like whatever I will give birth to. Like if you're fire, you give birth to earth, right? So if I put more earth on you, then it will create death chi because it leads you to the end.
Oh, I got you now. So whatever I am, I'm automatically going to create that because it comes on in a chronological order. So if I'm gold, I'm going to give birth to water. If I am earth, I'm going to give birth to gold. So I just go in the order and I go back through the cycle depending on where I'm at. Back to you.
Yeah, so you think about it. If you have a client and you want a client to pay you, what is paying, right? So paying is like the client give birth to you, right? So if the client is water, what does water give birth to? Wood. So if you want him to pay, which is his death chi, right? then you have to add more wood to him, so he will lean more toward that side, and you can be the wood, so the water can come over. You're leading his chi to come over to you. Do you get it?
Yes, I got it. So practically, I would send out my god. My god is gonna hit him, gonna figure out what is his element or chi at that point in time. If he's water, then I just have to add wood, because the wood is gonna attract the water, because that is the next stage in the five elements. After water is wood, so he's just gonna fall toward, but I have to add enough wood to get him to go toward. Back to you.
Correct. Okay. So if that is your client, right? So if I want him to feel happy, I will give him what helps him. So his water, I will be the gold, right? So if he see me, he's like, "Oh, this guy is very, very beneficial to me because I'm gold, his water," right? So I give birth to him. But if you become the one that kills water, so you become very earthy, that he don't like you because he feel you're against him, right? Not the same type, against. So what will weaken him? What, like if he is very cocky, right? Very like snobbish, cocky. So what give birth to the water? He's water, okay? So you see, he's water, so gold give birth to water. Okay, so we kill the gold. Okay, what kills the gold? Fire kills the gold. So if you're fire, right, you're like weakening his chi like that. So the same thing can apply in like color, food, the method of talking, right? Everything. So yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff right here. So yeah, let's go on. Tina number 4, Lima Echo India.
Tingyan number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, John, this seems very practical. Like if the guy, so we kind of has had to like observe what element he's in, so we can either boost him or we can kill him. So let's say yeah, I remember like before we did like at my previous job, we did like a lot of sales pitch, and I feel like this can really help with if people are in that type of thing. I was wondering, like, let's say, for example, like you're trying to sell them something or get them to buy something. They're the client. So I know, like, yeah, each element. I was kind of wondering, like if that's the case, like, how would each element, like, how would they behave if they're in gold or fire or earth? That's what I'm kind of wondering. For you to like actually take action against them. Tingyan number 4, Lima Echo India.
Okay. So in the food or celestial medic book, there are lots of things about the 5 elements. One thing is with the cooking, right? The gold is dry. Okay, dry. The gold is dry. And then once it goes to water, there's water, but it's still cold, right? Dry plus water is cold water, right? Wood starts to move that thing, so it becomes warm, hot, but it's not really steaming hot. It's like, you know, it's like it's hotter. It still have water, so it's kind of like steam, you know, creating that environment, like steaming the bowl. And then fire is like, okay, now all the water is being steamed up, right? Like that. And then earth is like it slowly cools down again. And then it becomes like cooling, yeah, like that. And sometimes earth in cooking is like slow stew, congee, that kind of thing. Okay. So yeah, in terms of speed, right? Gold not moving, very not moving, very still. So it's kind of like someone is very stubborn. They're gold, right? I'm not changing. I'm not moving left, not moving right. You tell me to do this, I'm not doing this, right? That's gold now. So very common because people are like, you're a sales, you're going to take my money. I don't want to listen to you. So they are gold. They're like standing strong on their point and not moving, right? Water is slow and going down. So they're kind of like slow and they're thinking, like that, slowly trying to get maybe like window shopping. You're selling this. Like, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, let me go to a few more places and compare. I'm not ready yet. That's water. And then wood is starting to have life. It's starting like steam, right? So they're motivated. They're like, yeah. Wow, that's cool. What about this? Can I add this? Is it going to be like that? What about this? And then like they're more active now, right? Fire is manifest. So they're like ready to pay already. Fire is like super nice. Yeah, give me the bill. I just want to get it right now. Like that. And earth is shrinking back in and slow down and all that. So earth is actually like after fire, like I don't have money to spend. I'm done, like that. So gold is like they have money, but they're not moving yet. Earth is like they don't have money. They're empty, right? So they're empty. They're like dying. Okay. So yeah, there are many ways to look at the 5 elements. So when you talk to someone or look at how they present themselves, you will kind of know already. Like those people who come and they have the way they speak, they're not humble. They are very cocky. They want to talk like they're the pros. That's the gold element. Sometimes people are very hype. They sound very energetic about what you're saying. That's wood. But sometimes they're like slow, cold, reply in like short sentence and stuff like that. That's water, right? Sometimes they're like, I'm ready to pay already. Just where do I click? That's fire, right? And death is like, no money. I'm dying. No money. I like that. Okay. Tina number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Tina number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. For some reason my Zello just switched off, and it went silent as you were in the middle of speaking. So I turned it back on again, the channel back on again, and then you just came in when you called my name. Then, so I don't know what happened there. This is really interesting. I got to where it was like the wood is steaming and it makes the person more active and motivated. So that was a useful question from Lacey, asking like how do the elements actually apply to people when you're looking at them and their behaviour, so that which one they are and which one you might need to use when dealing with them. So that's great. I was wondering, in terms of the medical stuff, if a person has a, it's not like we're saying a person is one element, but what if they have a problem with one element of the 5 within themselves or something like that? So they've got too much of a certain element, or and it needs to be it needs to be weakened on one side or killed on the other. I think we talked about that before, where you do the previous element to make it weaker, or you use the next element in the killing cycle to kill it. Is that an approach to use when you're dealing with the problems with elements within a person's or your own chi storage system, like non-physical stuff. Yeah, that's my question. Tune number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Okay, well, it depends on what we're talking about. You have to look at the subject to work on the subject, right? Like if I'm trying to sell you a product, so I'm looking at how you respond to me and my product. That's the element I'm looking at. I'm not looking at your lungs, your liver, right? Or maybe your vibe toward your girlfriend, right? No, like you can say, you are the client and you look at our plans here, your wood element, you're very hype, you're almost going to pay, you really like the stuff. But when you go home, you look at your mom or your dad, you're like in the gold element. You don't want to talk to them, right? But does it matter? No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to do with my sales, right? You have to look at why I am looking at the element and how your chi react to me. And so I'm dealing with that only, okay? Now, if you talk about celestial medic, then that's another thing, okay? So we're looking at what is the problem, or which organ or chi are we talking about, then we will deal with that. So that's another thing, okay? Also for the 5 element, it's also about the speed as well, like I said. So gold, not moving, very steady. The water is very slow, okay? And then wood, it builds up a steady pace, and then fire is fast, and then the earth is like it's tapered down, it's dying, right? Taper down, like you're peeing and you're almost finished, right? It's go slow down like that. So yeah, knowing the speed, you can tell from how people talk as well. Like if you listen to a person talk like Wing, she's kind of slow, kind of water, right? And yeah, I was like this, and then she's like that. If you're peeing like this, it's like you pee at 2 drops and then you wait a bit and then 2 drops and pee a bit. That's water element, right? Some people, they don't speak, like the creeps, right? At the back, that's a gold element, right? If you look at like Lei is a little bit fiery. Sometimes he like talk really fast. So you can tell his chi it's fiery. For me, I am like wood. I'm not too fast nor too slow, and I'm energetic, so I'm like woody. But when I'm very tired, I will change, right? So you can see the way people talk will tell you their chi status at the moment already. And you see, like wood and fire is more like going toward the heated side, right? So the more energetic, the more heated, the more powerful, right? It is. Yeah. So when you're in like gold and water, you're kind of like on the cold side because no heat have been introduced yet, right? So you're kind of like, very chill still. And then when you're on the earth, it's like you're dying. So you're kind of from the heat is kind of going down like that. So yeah, Tina number 2, Delta November Golf.
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf. Yes, John. So, so the chi can be like up and down. It depends on the situation, on the each people. So it kind of like interesting. So we can deal with the people, and we can read them like according what their reaction. Because some people like acting different toward people they hate, or acting different toward the people they love or they like, right? So, and then also and how you dealing with the customer, maybe how you handling the customer, how you taking care of them. We can also see the what is their condition of chi. And that time, if like is a worker, I'm the owner. When I see my worker like like probably like don't want to move or maybe like slow, I need to if I need to give like their more wood or fire to make them like ready to handle the customer and taking care of them. So I think that's kind of fascinating. Yeah, kind of like or maybe like or they're like too hype or something. We just like need to like tell them to slowing down the pace like that. So is that a suggestion or talk to them like can also change their chi to like like give a suggestion like that to move to where they are supposed to be. Back to you, Net Control, senior number 2 Delta November Golf.
Okay, that's a good question. First of all, remember that chi is like wind, right? So wind, like outside in the open air, there's wind. Nothing is blowing. That's cold. Okay, and then you have cold wind. Okay, cold wind coming at water, and then you have like the breeze is wood, right? And then you have like a hot wind, fast wind, that's fire, and then you have this very suffocating wind that starting to get like not so comfortable, that earthy. So when you're talking about in the kitchen, your workers are slow and sluggish. So they are now the environment of the kitchen or the store is having what we call water chi, right? So if you read the pose, water chi is like the pose is very slow, right? Very slow. So if that's the case, what do you want to do? Like the question is, what do you want? Oh, I want them to like, just speed up and start working again, right? So you need them to go to the wood, right? So yeah, you want to lead them to go to the wood. Well, there are two ways. One is you lead them toward the wood, right? So water give birth to wood, right? So if you become the wood, it's like you go and cheer them up, pump them up, be the one energetic and yeah, everyone, let's move. Oh, you're doing great. And it kind of like motivate them, right? You're leading them toward that part. It's okay. But another thing is, what is making them so sluggish, right? So gold is the thing that makes them sluggish. You kill the gold, then you will remove what is actually making them so slow. So what kills the gold? Fire, right? So fire kills the ghost. Kill the gold, not ghost. So you use fire, right? You introduce fire to them, it will have that effect of killing their gold chi, and they will then not be dragged back by something. So fire, maybe like hey, you go over there, you go over there. Like you start telling them to move, go outside, right? So you kind of move them physically, make them do something and finish, do something, finish, right? Like you keep giving them small assignment. Cut the carrot, okay? This 5 minutes, very rushy, right? Do this 5 minutes, do this 2 minutes, okay? This one, you like that. You rush them to manifest, boost them to finish things. Whenever they feel they're finished, it's like they manifest. The bullet is shot, right? The more you do that, the more you kill the gold, the more they feel less sluggish as well. Okay. Whew, let's move on. Tier number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. I could tell you're a little tired, Sergeant, from that long one there. But I have a question because I'm seeing how this information could be used in a much more unconventional way, but it may be incorrect from what I'm about to say. So you let me know. So let's say, like for example, like Ding has a restaurant. Ding wanted to do some marketing for his restaurant. So Ding does the marketing research. He figured out that there's a demographic of people that fit the bell curve, who is primed for his demographic, for his restaurant, who's gonna love his restaurant. Let's say his age from 16 to 25, because with marketing they tend to group people in one, and that one group of people tend to be treated as an organism. So let's say the group of people that would be attracted to Ding Market, because in marketing they treat them like one organism, one entity. Would they all have one particular element as well, or would it not work like that? Because I know in psychology they say, oh, when a group of people gather, the intelligence or the IQ tends to drop, and I've kind of witnessed that myself. But I'm trying to see how this information could be used within a marketing strategy. So let's say, yeah, like Ding found his prime demographic of people who would like his restaurant, blah 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 blah. He had the details. Could he use this information like that to treat the organism of the people? And I'm using the word organism loosely because it's a group of people. Because he has figured out who they are, would they share one element when he's doing his marketing, or would it not work like that? Because there's too many unpredictable things that are happening that would change their state individually. There's never set time where there's a group of people who have the same elements. Hopefully that makes sense. Back to you, Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Because if you look at, like, let's say here in our lineage, right? It's not like the same type of people come in all the time. You have a bit of this, bit of that, right? It's not like, oh yeah, because we're like that, so all the people who come is like that. No, it's not. Because in this world, there are people who will go for things that they don't like or go for things they like. And there are people who just are hopping around trying things. So you cannot really say, like, this group of people, because it doesn't work like that. What if, like, people are just curious and they just go there to test? Or what if they are sent by the enemy, the competitors, right? Just to come in and try your food, right? You never know. So, yeah, your theory of how you compare that is not how it works. For marketing, if you want to market out, I would say you don't treat it like that. The best way is keeping your intention clear, because that is what people get, right? So if you look at my promotion, like, I always promote because of, right? So people who come, it's like, yeah, I lay it out already. It's very clear. I teach Taoism, right? That the style, you don't like it, screw yourself. You like it, come over, right? That's the best you can do. But you cannot control, because there's like some people who will come even though they think, oh yeah, this is not for me, but I still want to like waste $500 to ordain. You saw that, right? Many people do that. They will spend that amount, get ordained, and then be a ghost. I did my job. I say, when you get ordained, remember to be proactive, ask questions, go online, go on net. I say it all the time, but how many are actually doing it? You let me know. Back to you one time.
Yes, Sergeant, got it. You can't actually utilize information like that because there's too many anomalies happening. Too many people have different agendas, different stuff that's going on with them. Too many crap. So yeah, got it. Back to you, Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay. Tia number 4, Lima Echo India.
Tingent number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, Sir John. When you gave the example of when someone is in the gold phase, they're not moving, and like you're like the boss, and you try to get them to do this, and like 5 minutes. I think I actually seen that before, or someone complained to me about it before. What happened was like this one supervisor, he didn't like.
You got cut off?
Okay, yeah, it was like an employee, and he like he was doing his job, but the supervisor.
You got cut off again. Use the toggle.
Okay, I think I'm gonna switch. Yeah. Yes, again. So there was this worker, right? And the supervisor didn't like him. So what he did was like he kind of like rushed him to do like every single job, and then yeah. So it's like you have like 30 minutes to do this, and then as soon as he's done it, and then shove him over there, like all the hardest job, like all the hardest tasks you can do, and then yeah, by I think it was like by the end of the week or something, he threw away his badge. He's like, hey, I'm done. So he tossed his badge away, and he went out. It was like at some warehouse or something like that. Like I heard like this is like a common thing. But it kind of reminded me of that when Sajjan was talking about the phase, and like give him do this 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and a 5 minute here. Yeah, that's quite a good example how like I'm kind of seeing how it actually works in real life. Tinyat number 4, Lima Echo India.
Okay. Given what you said, the guy is using a fire, and that guy is not gold. That guy should be kind of sluggish, maybe. So the water, right? You're using fire to overpower it, and you kill all the chi. When you kill all the chi, that guy cannot survive. So they quit. So it's kind of like that. Also, we need to mention that the 5-element chi, right, is just a mover force, but the blood, like the actual blood, is the thing that actually keeps you alive. So if you burn the chi too fast, like using fire, right, it dries up the water, the blood, and when there's no more blood, you don't want to go, right? So yeah, like Lei, go to work, and because you're not being rushed and whatever, but you don't like the company, so the company relationship with you is like the blood is already very low. But if they kind of chill out and don't really rush you with the fire, you will be fine. But one day if they demand a lot, then it burns out your blood very fast, then there's no more blood, you will quit the job. Okay, so the blood is the thing, the chi is moving of the thing. The best way I can put it is like a carpet. You know, if you have a carpet that is like have a lot of water, like water damage, right? It's a pool of water. If you don't blow it, it's gonna have mold, right? But if you blow it, it's gonna dry up, right? So if you have very, very little water and you keep blowing, it dries up everything very quickly, right? So you need to have like a quote balance of amount of water that is good amount, and at the same time you're blowing not too hard, not too slow, and that way you will keep on having that blood. And blood is like money, you know, like it's like, yeah, you're spending, you cannot be too fast, but you cannot like I just stop and not spend because you were ill, right? So you need to spend, but spend slowly, and the income of that money have to be steady to a certain level. If you don't have enough blood, not enough money, there will be a problem. Too much, you will have a problem too. So it's a this way I will say, like, yeah, you need a balance. And that is also the case with your organs. Every organs, there is when you read the pulse, right, the organ will tell you two things. One is it a heavy or light, like strong or weak? That is the blood. Okay, strong means a lot of blood, lots of water. Weak is like no water, okay, or less water. So if you feel the pulse is very faint, it means that it's dried up, okay. The speed of the pulse is the chi. So if the speed is like boop, 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 right, that's gold, very, very choppy. And then if you have like slow, like very slow, slower than 4 beats of breathing, that's water. Wood is good. Wood is medium, so that's about 4 or 5 beats per breathing. And then when it's going too fast, like boop, 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 right, that's like fire. And then there's one that is earth, which is like it slows down, right? So it's fast and then slow down like that. Or maybe it's like slipping away. Yeah. So there we go. Team unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Team unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Team unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
Team number 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah, Chairman. So, I think I'm like thinking about the one, you told us about how we can give interaction to boost, and to kill the sluggish. I think it's also we also like need to take a look the condition of our worker. I think this is I learned like kind of from the experience. We cannot be like yeah, we want to do the job done, but in the second is their condition, like we'll see, like that's why we have to do a communication with our worker. I think it's the best way. Some of them like not coming in the good way or have a family issue, like maybe their family, like a father die or just mom have passed away like that. So it's kind of like communication is the best. Or sometimes they are like don't feeling good or sick. We trying they're moving slow, but we told them to taking care of the customer, or to move a little bit more faster, or to doing their job done. But sometimes we kind of like approach. We need to talk to them, how it's going, how are you today, like that, so kind of like get their issue, and then when we can approach them, and then we like encouraging, oh, it's okay, or their mom passed away, oh, I'm sorry about that, but you need a break, or give them a break, and then after that you tell them. I think they're kind of like a more appreciate, and then one day they appreciate that they will do more job because they like their boss, because their boss care for them. I think like that kind of thing is also good. But the other way is like give a promotion, like, okay, you're doing a good job, I need you to keep doing a great job as in your position. So here's I give you more benefit, like give him more money, right? So kind of things like that. So yeah, back to you, Nathan. Starting at number 2, Delta November Golf.
You see, the care, right? The care from the boss, that's blood, right? That's what fuels their heart. Anything that will fuel their heart, which is loyalty, it's blood. So you see, the blood is not the red juice here. if you do anything that makes them loyal to you or like you, that is giving them more blood. So if you feel they're low in blood, you can do something that will make that blood for them, and that will help. Also, one more very magical thing is you don't always have to directly talk to them. Yeah, like you can use like chi is wind, right? So if you want to move them with some whatever chi, like if they, I want to use a fire chi to influence them somehow, right? So how do I introduce fire chi to them if I'm not there? Oh, play music, right? Fast music, like the metal type, very fire, right? If you want to like do wood element, it would be like those epic war music, like some drumming, getting you very hype, very energetic, right? And if I want to like use water, it will be like slow music. If I want to do like stable, calming music, will be gold. Some will be like earth music, is like, you know, slowing you down, chilling you down, like that. There are gold music that kind of excite your attention, but it's kind of like it only shows up like dung 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 dung. Like suddenly it appears and then it disappears, kind of like that. So yeah, different types of music, or even color, or even flavor. Oh, I want to like, you know, make everyone wood, give everyone some wood chi. Okay, so everyone, I'm buying you guys lemon tea. So everyone get a cup of lemon tea. Right? If I want them to all have earth chi, I will like, okay, everyone, we have like the boba tea, right? Sweet, right? Yeah, you can use food, like buy them dessert, earth chi. So you can use many ways to introduce the chi. You don't have to always talk to them. Buying treats, changing uniform colors, right? RGB lightings, change the light colors around, changing the temperature of the house, like setting it higher will push more to fire, making the place colder will make it lower down to the water, right? So it really depends. Oh yeah, it's getting sluggish. Okay, turn on the dehumidifier and make the place dry. Now it's drier, they're not sluggish, right? Or if you see they're like all sweaty, right? Oh, give them a new shirt or something, and suddenly they are not dry, like they're not sluggish. You remove the water. So lots of ways. Okay, so just be creative. Okay, now looking at the time, it's already 5:36 p.m. We will end the net here. 73 to all. We'll see you back online or on NESC today. This is Tina number 9. Yankee Uniform Echo is clear.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.